Do you think Bloom goes random?
I think if he goes up a game or two, or maybe he might start out and go random. I mean, we're about to see because the game has started.
It might be a little.
Oh,
you know what?
Oh.
You know what? I take responsibility for this because I did mention to Bloom. I went, you should try a little Mac, and then he went, this is all your fault if I lose. So.
Well, hopefully
Did he actually pick
game
Little Mac or did he get random?
I think he picked Mac.
He picked Little Mac at my request.
Okay.
So.
Oh,
That's not your skin as well, isn't it?
No, it's not.
Oh, no, it's not.
I do not play this skin.
He plays the yellow one.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Damn, he's got the parry mix-ups too. He like ran into his shield for a while. And then... Okay.
So, I'm interested to see how this goes.
Oh, you know what? He's trying dare jab lock.
Trying to be like me.
Yeah, he's trying the nice stuff.
Yeah, going in the air, being an aerial fighter here, Mike.
Cool, KO punches online. This is going to stay for 4 seconds.
That move does beat shield.
Sam's going to board the platforms, of course.
I mean, it does shock them. Okay.
Yeah.
Ooh, almost.
Good job keeping himself mobile there.
You have to short hop a little bit if you want to connect that percent. Definitely a little more percent and up out shield will be killing.
Just a little bit more. SBF being very patient. He's been kind of thrown for a loop here. He doesn't have a lot of matchup experience, I would think.
No, not really.
Well, neither of them do, if we're being honest.
Well, I guess. Yeah.
Okay.
Had to use an aerial to boost your recovery, would have made it back.
Yeah. Unfortunately,
Yeah.
Bloom can't use stair storage.
If
so he
you
doesn't-
if you use an aerial before up being and jut smack forward a little bit for some reason.
Interesting. Yeah, I would
You've
imagine.
seen my dare boosts plenty of times, King.
Sure. I was gonna say I think Sam can maybe feel good about probably gonna be taking his first game. There's some confidence I guess going in because obviously he wants the banner. You gotta beat the random characters to get the banner to prove your worth I guess in a sense.
Yeah.
There you
Oh,
go.
God.
You got side B early.
Yeah. This. What do you think of this Mac? Because you're the best one to judge here.
I think it's good,
Up
but
B?
like it's
Pretty
good,
good.
but like needs to know how Mac kills. You got the frame 4 F tilt, you got the frame 3 up B. Those things will kill their percent. I'm not seeing enough of that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not seeing any kill confirms either. Like, you can hit like up tilt up B, especially
Yeah,
on
up tilt up
platforms.
B, stem tilt side B, by the ledge,
Yeah.
and stuff like that. Definitely needs to work on the recoveries as well.
Yeah, that's the most important thing with Mac.
Yeah, that's a hard thing to get down.
Yeah, it's like you've got a lot of options, but they're not good, and if you get checked once, you're just dead.
Yeah.
I need to see more down angle F smash as well. Minus
Yep.
13 with a lot of shield stun.
And shield breaks as well. That's like his only counterplay to shield.
Yeah, or just poke him with down tilt.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know how I feel about these aggressive
Oh,
aerials
okay,
as
yeah,
well.
I just
Just
want to step there. I'm
jumps
not
right
gonna lie
down,
to you,
yeah.
bro. I do not want to
We're
see
going to see the swap. I think the little Mac only
Let's-
was featured for one game.
just shout at him and say, like, it's okay now.
Does he upgrade to random now?
Yeah, I hope Bloom. I
maybe.
hope Bloom knows he can fall back.
He can go random, he could go. I want to see the pit again. Honestly, that pit at KO was so nice.
That pit ruined.
Yeah.
That pit was so nice. Reminds me of the Zachary pit.
It ruined a lot of players.
Okay, we're listening, we're waiting.
Steve.
Is this for the?
Is this for Maze Beans?
I don't even.
Did
I
Maze
don't
Beans
think there's any
request
need for it
this?
to be 4 Masons because Maze can win anyway.
I mean, yeah,
It's
but
got the
like,
Maze
he
ult.
wants to see it. Yeah, maybe he wants to see it.
I've never seen the Bloom Steve.
Steve is such a fundamentally different character from the rest of the game. Like, already, Bloom is playing Steve like a regular charter.
He's got the
Yeah.
jabs on deck. He's got that.
I mean, he's holding A.
No, he's got those on deck.
But like, he's playing Steve like a regular character, like he's dashing about in mid-range.
Right.
Yeah.
He's
It'd be
not like
interest-
going for like building walls and camping.
Yeah, very aggressive Steve. It'd be interesting to see if he actually gets any of the kind of more advanced combos.
Yeah, I wonder if Bloom is just kind of aiming to play all the matchups Sam hates because he refuses to ever play me because he hates the matchup.
Oh,
and
does he not like Mac?
No, he also despises Steve. He'd always go, "I'd only play you if you play Joker."
See.
And he also despises Steve, so I think Blue might just be trying to get in his head.
Yeah, maybe he's just tilting him. Just for the Bayo.
I feel like if Sam takes this game, we're going to see an attempted reverse 3-0 with Bayonetta.
I mean, yeah, of course. You know, he doesn't
It's a
actually want to lose
lot
the
to
set.
bet off, though, to be down and, you know, one game away from losing the set just to try and reverse 3-0. But Bloom has shown it in the past, so...
I mean, especially since this is a top 5 UK player.
Yeah.
Maybe that's like his motivator though.
Yeah, he has
True.
That's
he
what,
has
like,
the
maybe that's what
confidence.
gives him the kind of oomph to kind of actually play the game and feel
Yeah.
happy. Like,
I mean, the thing is, he's confident enough that he knows that even if he goes into losers early, it doesn't really, like, it doesn't phase him too much.
Yeah, it doesn't-
Because he
Yeah,
knows
yeah.
he can still win. And that confidence has remained intact. Like, again, he lost to Owl and Pelly at Rise, but he's still doing it. He's still as confident as he was before.
See Sam looking for the wafts.
There
There
we
we go.
go.
Half waft on board. He's going to take that stock incredibly early, as Wario does.
I'm just glad we get to see the Bayonetta game 4 or game 3. Sorry.
Yeah.
You never know. We could see the pet. We could see the me brawler.
No
See
way
the
he didn't
Piranha
go
plan.
Bayonetta.
I love it when SBF just complains about Wario and then goes into games and just takes the stock at 60 with not even full waft. That's my favourite thing about him.
I remember that SBF, after the up tilt nerfs, was saying that Wario was mid tier.
He's looking to drop him.
Yeah.
He's trying to pick up Joker for a wee bit.
And like, I remember that like, he was complaining in chat,
Big chunk.
and then I think it was like Sabi was just hitting these ridiculous Wario combos at the same time in the chat that he was complaining in.
I do like how well SPF is playing right now, though. Very on point.
Yeah. Living to 220%. Not
Yeah.
even losing his first dog. Well,
But
there we go.
Wario's mid tier, right?
Yeah. Well,
Yeah,
the thing
mid-tier.
is, again, Bloom is playing Steve like the rest of his characters, so he's not F smashing to cover options because you don't do that with other characters. He's
Yeah.
like going for like jabs and F tilts and stuff, which don't really have the reward at kill percent. Like Steve uses F smash in
Like
these
that.
situations because he has to. He doesn't really have like his other grounded kill moves are like up smash.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's see, Diamond on board. Can Bloom make this comeback? He's no stranger to comebacks at this level. That is typically with characters that does play a lot. So we'll see.
He's got bike.
Yeah, no
Ooh,
bike.
I feel like that might have actually saved him. He didn't have bike, I don't believe. And it didn't look like that was enough distance for Wario to cover. But the anvil's saving Wario, I believe. Might be wrong.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Oh, the
The
crafting, table.
yeah, slowing down that confirm.
That's the thing I'd like to see. I mean, you see it at the kind of top levels. Steve using that crafting table to kind of manipulate the hit stun on certain moves and the hit lag.
One stock apiece, diamond tools on Bloom, and let's see, the combo does not start.
Yeah, I was gonna say he doesn't know like pick loops. He's
Yeah,
just
SBF
going for
just
basic stuff.
dash attacking into shield over and over, really wants this kill.
He's already on 100%.
He really doesn't. He's playing to not lose. Like he's playing because he really doesn't want to lose to the Maze Mean Steve.
Yeah, he's getting really antsy with these dash attacks.
Yeah.
It's costing him a lot of percent, but it does not matter. Finds that back air where it matters most.
Alright.
Hitting Bloom out of the minecart.
Put the pockets
Taking it
away.
too.
Let's get the real set started.
Yeah.
Right?
SBF now on the cusp of victory over Bloom. In this winner's side of bracket, look at him laughing to himself, shaking his head. Why have I just had to play Bloom's little
Look,
Mac
I
and
mean-
Steve?
Bloom has played it out with pockets before. You remember Glory 3? He actually went into losers in top 32 because he just went pockets against Undress.
Mm.
But I heard Bayo.
Yeah, I
So
heard
we
that.
are
Yeah.
very
So
much
now
running
this
it.
is where it begins for Sam.
Surely this is a big mental battle for Sam because you kind of now go into this expectation of there is the realistic chance of being 3-0'd here,
Yeah.
like reverse freestyle.
However, at
yeah.
the same time, he has 3 games to hit some really nutty waft combos and just win a game. So he must be feeling quite good. His mental should be in a good spot.
Hard to know where players are currently at.
Yeah.
But I feel like, you know, their logic would be that, you know, I've got to only take one game. Of course, it is Bloom's Bayo. It's going to be meant to stay in.
Yeah.
When it's
Yeah.
like, you know, survival time.
It's
And I'm saying that this is what makes him play, I guess, his peak maybe. You know,
Yeah.
what makes him play good.
Yeah.
Of knowing that, you know, I can't lose. You know, I get why. Maybe it's like an adrenaline boost, I don't know, but it seems to be working for him. It's kind of Sam all over the joint.
Yeah, like it's okay to say, oh, I just have to take a game, but when Gluttony and Siski are struggling to take stocks, taking a game feels like a mountain.
Especially since Bloom is no stranger to this matchup at all, with playing against the best Wario in the world multiple times, but SBF has taken Bloom to Game 5 himself before at Invasion. However, it's not really showing it right now. Needs to definitely lock in these next few games.
Bloom's so good, he makes you look bad almost. What a way! But like Bloom's so good that he'll just hit up throw into like heel slide.
Now this isn't lost cause. Half waft should be on deck. We should be crawling up to full waft. Bayonetta is not the heaviest character, so we'll see Salante nice confirmed.
Well, he's not really getting to play the game, Dan. I'm not gonna lie to you, bro. Like, he's doing some good things of like weaving in and out, but he can't get any pressure started. Like, it just seems like as soon as you make one mistake, Bloom is putting you in the air and you're taking it at least 70%.
Yeah, he's not getting the usual amount of advantage. 144% now to give the back air, and we're going to be moving on to game 4.
This is what affects mental.
Yeah.
Well, like, you know, is that going to affect your head? I feel like games like that.
Yeah,
you know,
yeah.
Like where it's just I beat the pockets, I'm ready for the bail. Oh, I've just been getting stomped when I fight the actual main.
Yeah.
You know? That really sets in your head like, damn.
Well, that's it, because like SBF has played a little back, played as Steve, and now you go into Bayo, you know, best character out of Bloom's arsenal of characters, and you've just got to adapt that quickly. It's really hard to expect that that game win against Bloom when he just immediately switches to Bayo.
Yeah, but at the same time is, you know what, he's switched over randomly. I've got used to kind of how the Bayo works. I've got 2 games to play with. I'm Wario, I've got Waft. I can do this. So I think his mental should still be in a good spot. If I'm him, I'm like, well, this is only 1 game. No bike.
Way.
Carried off the side.
Wow.
8% to show for it, unfortunately. Game 4 already starting pretty good for SBF.
That was almost a checkmate situation. I mean, even if he survived, he didn't have Bike. Bike was on stage, so Bloom could have just easily edge-guarded him again.
Yeah. Just getting caught by these ABKs, just spacing slightly off on SBF's side. Every time he tries to move in or weave around Bloom, he gets caught out by something. Tries to turn around Chomp, but not enough time to punish. Should have maybe opted for an up B out shield instead.
That cross-up was so smart because he knows that SBF like is not expecting it, and then he goes for what, turnaround chomp. He's accounting for his compound landing lag, so he has to do all of these different shield mix-ups to make sure that everything he does isn't like super unsafe when it's on landing.
Oh, I like. I was gonna say I like the idea to trade and then recover. Unfortunately, not enough.
And yeah, I believe Sam has yet to take stock of the bear yet.
Yeah, it did take one last game, but
Yeah.
it might just be the exact same situation as another 2 stock on Bloom's side.
It's just more of a case of how does he get anything started. That's what I feel is kind of lacking for Sam. You know, like he's finding. That's what I'm saying. He's finding these little hits off like the back ends, the nairs, like maybe the nair trading, but stuff like that.
Straight dash.
Actually finding confirms, grounded approaching. You know, that can stop Bayo in his tracks.
Yeah, it feels like there are moments where you see the movement coming out from SBF just really well, moving around ABK and punishing. However, just needs to be more consistent with that if he does want to take a game. Off of the Bayo, that is.
Yeah.
Go, now Pride Waft percent.
Lands a good grab, doesn't do too much off, he just gets the one up and just moves away. You gotta watch out. Falling fairs.
The real trouble is going to be getting this Waft.
It's more so getting back to the stage.
Oh, I like the idea. We're just missing.
Yeah.
He's done a really good job at weighing out these witch times. Because there you go.
It's going to be
That's
it.
dead.
Like, people have started to figure out now that when Bloom wants a kill, sometimes he'll just like run up and witch time because he knows that you're looking for it and that you're looking for that hit, and witch time just gives him a free kill. It's interesting because he's one of the only top players that will use like a counter to kill because Bayo kind of has to. But people are starting to wait it out, and SBF is included in that.
See, going to game 5, can Sam make these adaptations unnecessary? He needs to tighten up his movement Because like I said, we can see times where he weaves around the Bloom's threat range like masterfully. I'm just not seeing enough of that right now.
Yeah. Well, this is game 3, and Sam surely got a good amount of knowledge going into this. It's just that execution.
Yeah, we do know he has it in him. Wario's heavy. Bayo does struggle to kill. Just needs to make it as difficult as possible for him to get these stocks. Really needs to tighten up these confirms either with some up throw to up air.
Yeah, like when you combine the fact that you've got bats within with playing, like the pressure of playing against somebody as good as Bloom, it can get really difficult to land even basic stuff.
Yeah. Okay. Just move a ledge. Can you make anything of it? Unfortunately not. Right, definitely
there, yeah.
Nice
very
job.
competitive first stock for him.
Yeah, he's keeping him shielding on the platform as well. Then we can let Bloom feel a bit uncomfortable.
Ooh.
Ooh, with grab.
Yeah, this is going a lot better for SBF than it has the other 2 games.
No biceps, gonna keep it playing simple with the human only. Nearly
Ooh,
gets
missing
back
the up
air.
tilt confirmed. SBF staying alive in his first stock.
Nearly gets the chomp there as well.
Yeah. Ooh, hitting the dash attack
Wow.
and taking the first stock off of Bloom. Definitely needs to stay alive. Needs to be sure to make it as difficult as possible for Bloom to find this kill. Has spike, is going to go high. Doesn't get caught out quite yet.
Yeah, even if he doesn't get damaged, as long as he stays
Nice.
alive, he's building up more.
Yeah.
Like the game going on longer helps him.
I feel like he should have definitely stayed behind Mike a lot more of that stock.
Yeah.
Getting caught out trying to pick it up, which has been happening a lot this set actually. He's been caught out trying to pick up Mike.
Rushing into that grab is getting a little bit too desperate. Now you
Yeah.
might pay for it. Get pushed all the way to the right side. Manages to crawl his way back to center stage.
Falling out of
Gets
that
one
combo.
fair though.
You were talking about picking up bike, and oh my god. Okay, you were talking about picking up bike.
Ooh,
Jesus.
narrowly avoiding that.
This
that
guy won't
down
let me
smash. Even percents, as we say, if you're even with Wario, you're actually losing because Waft should now be online. It is.
Yeah. But that was one of the things Gluttony was doing in the set that he actually won.
That's going to be the stock. SBF on his final stock in the set.
Was he was like camping behind bike, and you can see in the set that Bloom won that he had adjusted to that, and he was starting to punish, you know, picking up bike and then throwing it around.
Oh, I feel like
nice
that,
call.
that could have been a better punish, like a back air or something.
Yeah. I think people are just really scared.
Yeah.
Top players do have
It was a
plot
good weight on the witch hunt.
Yeah, or maybe
Yeah.
looking to keep it fresh as it wasn't going to kill.
Well, you didn't even need that. You could have just F-tilted. And it would have killed. But-
F-tilt at 70? Don't think so.
Oh, was it 70?
Yeah, it was around
oh,
70
yeah,
the
I'm
Bloom
looking
was
at
at.
percent right now.
Right,
Okay.
just
My bad. It would have been at
Ooh,
worse side.
almost catching with the F-tilt. Definitely looking to keep this Waft for the final stock for that threat factor. Dash attacking into shield, getting a little too antsy for this kill. It's going to be carried off the side, and that is it. Definitely played it so well, that stock, or that game rather, but just couldn't close out that second stock to add to the pressure of the very final game.
Yeah, started to get really antsy with a lot of options, and immediately, you know, anytime he was hit on shield, it'd be an immediate option. That dash grab, that dash attack, it just, yeah.
I feel like antsy is a really good word. I feel like Sam's game plan against that Bayo was more so like, don't challenge it air to air. It's force it on the ground. But the problem is that you're forcing Bloom on the ground. He has a way of just forcing you into the air. Like, I feel like he just says no to a lot of options that Sam wants to do or like to present to him. And it's you just also like, we're gonna fight in the air, bro. I don't care how you swing it. We're fighting in the air. I'm taking you off stage. See what you can do. See if you can survive. And Sam could not survive most of the time.
Yeah, it's just definitely the desperation for the dash attack, especially by the ledge, because knowing if that's shielded, that Bloom just can carry you off the side in that fashion. Definitely uncharacteristic of him. Should have been a lot more careful, I believe. Maybe should have waited for something and then punished it back here out of shield. But still, played that last game very well. Keep it competitive.
You could definitely see like the adaptation coming in.
Yeah.
Like from the first Bayo game to the last. It's just, oh god, it must be so tiring. Just mentally tiring. Going through 5 games and you already know game 3, you know, it's going Bayo. Potentially getting the reverse 3-0. It's
Can we
must
get
be exhausting.
an interview with Bloom? Is that possible?
Yeah, I wonder if we can get Bloom round for a little interview.
I think he's gone off.
He's busy as fine.
Thanks, production.
Haven't talked to him yet, so I just wanted to know.
Yeah. No, we haven't talked to him since his pools.
Yeah.
And he was very confident going into that. I think, again, he's always confident.
I don't
You
think
can
I was on
feel
the
it.
couch.
Cool, so we will be able to have Bloom over for an interview, just dropping off some stuff really quickly, and then we will ask a couple questions.
Yeah, I didn't think I was on the cast when you guys asked me questions. Because I don't remember.
Yeah, I don't think you
No,
were.
No, I don't think so. Yeah, and then after that, of course, we will have Heli versus Jezzo.
Another
Again,
one
a really good
forward
set.
Yeah. Heli Jezzo is definitely one to look forward to. And again, like that was really close last time. Both of those players
to.
kind of
See
playing
that
at their
dash
peak.
attack at the corner.
Yeah, just a little bit of desperation. It's like, I just want to kill, but he's ready for it.
Yeah.
He knows.